my loves, what's up? What's going on? Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a new pick a card reading, but before we hop into it, I did want to give a huge shout out to today's video sponsor, which is Audible. You guys know I love Audible. I've had my own personal subscription with them for like almost 4 years now, and I love Audible because you can listen to audiobooks while you're cooking, while you're driving, you know, on those moments that you can't actually hold and read a book. You can listen to a book. And also Audible is so much more than just audiobooks, of course. They also have guided meditations, they have different wellness classes that you guys can join in on, they even have comedy. And recently Audible just launched their new membership, which is Audible Plus, where you get access to a whole new different catalog of different titles. You can also get ad-free TV shows on there, there's podcasts, there's so many different things. And my own personal recommendations would be to check out Alchemy by Paul Selig. It's one that I'm listening to right now on Audible, and I really like it. It's another one of those channeled texts with a lot of esoteric information all about unlocking your inner potential. And of course, I also have to recommend Dr. Joe Dispenza. His book, Becoming Supernatural and Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself, were actually the first audiobooks that I checked out on Audible, and they were absolutely life-changing. So definitely go check those out if you guys are interested in them. And if you guys want to go try out a free trial of Audible, you guys can head to my link audible.com/gemgoddess, or you guys can text gemgoddess to 500-500. There will also be a link down below in the description box that you guys can click for easy access, or you guys can just type in audible.com/gemgoddess, or you guys can text gemgoddess to 500-500. So huge shout out to Audible for sponsoring today's video. Thank you guys so much. Definitely go check them out because I highly recommend it. So yeah. And a huge thank you to Audible for sponsoring today's video. And without further ado, let's hop right into today's pick a card reading. Hello my loves, what's up? What's going on? Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a new pick a card reading. This one is the February love prediction. So for the month of February of 2021, this is your look into the future of your love life. So if you guys are new to pick a card readings, I'm going to give you guys a quick little rundown of how they work. So over here we have pile number 1, then we have pile 2, 3, 4, and 5. So you can take a moment, pause the video if you'd like to find the pile that you are the most drawn towards. Then once you're done choosing your pile, you can then scroll down to the comment box or the description box to find the timestamp that's linked to your specific card. Then you can skip ahead and watch your personal reading. Another little thing that I just want to add in here, this is a little disclaimer, you are not bound by this or fated by this. You are the creator of your own destiny, and tarot is a beautiful tool to get awareness on where we may currently be heading. And so with that knowledge, we can change anything at any time, or we just get confirmation that we are on the right path and we just continue down that same path. So with that being said, that is our little disclaimer. You have the control of your own destiny, my love. So with that being said, without further ado, let's hop right into today's video. All right, so group number 1, if you guys chose this pile, this is going to be your reading, so let's hop right into it. All right, my love. So pile number 1, here's the cards that we are starting out with. So we have the Page of Cups being reversed, the 6 of Swords reversed, Page of Swords upright, 2 of Swords being reversed, and then the 8 of Pentacles upright. We also have this Let It Go and this Earth Magic. So for you guys, what I'm kind of really feeling off the bat, especially since we also have this Tiger's Eye card that you guys chose this Tiger's Eye crystal. So the Tiger's Eye is all about the divine masculine. So this is awakening up that divine masculine nature. And it doesn't matter if you're female, male, whatever sexual orientation you have, that does not matter. We all have a balance of feminine and masculine energy within us. And Tiger's Eye brings out the masculine energy. So this is taking action, you know, becoming a little bit more of the ego and expressing what you desire and what you want, rather than being the feminine, which is more withdrawn and more internal. So the Tiger's Eye is all about taking action and things like that. So in your guys' love life, I would say for February is more of a month of taking action. The fact that we have this Earth Magic, Let It Go, there's going to be things that I think are popping up for you guys to become aware of and to let go of. So if you guys have been hanging on to anything and you've been in more of your feminine and kind of, you know, waiting on the sidelines, now is the month. February is the month of stepping into that masculine energy and yeah, going about it with that sort of way. So the fact that we have the Page of Swords right up in the center, this is about something that you guys need to express. There's something that I think that you guys need to come back to. This Page of Cups and the 6 of Swords right here is this coming back to sort of energy, meeting eye to eye on either a situation that happened in the past, or somebody that you need closure from, or some sort of closure that you need around a situation that happened. So I do think in the month of February, you guys will be needing to communicate or clarify certain things that have happened in the past. So February is definitely going to bring up a little bit of that sort of energy for you guys. And this does look like it's most likely going to be around, we have a lot of air sign stuff right here. So maybe you guys are an air sign, which is Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, or maybe the person that you are involved in discussing these things with is going to be an air sign. We do also have the Page of Cups, which is a court card coming up, as well as the Page of Swords. So they could also have some water sign stuff going on in here, but this definitely looks like there's some emotional things that need to be talked about in a more logical, upfront sort of manner, just opening up. I keep hearing the word honesty and truth in this situation. There's something that needs to be let go of. I mean, there's closure. I feel like I'm hearing the word closure around a situation. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're getting closure for a relationship. It could be the case for some of you guys, but it also could be closure on some sort of situation that you're experiencing with a romantic partner or a romantic interest or an ex. Or this could even be with a friend or family member as well, because love readings don't necessarily always mean that it has to be like a love interest, because love and relationships, they take form in all sorts of different forms. They take form in family and friendships and all sorts of things like that. So I do see this sort of energy happening over here where we need to kind of discuss things, something that happened in the past, something that happened previously. And then we do also have this Two of Swords being reversed. And so this is you guys finally opening up your heart, because when it's upright, this is about you guys closing off your heart, not being ready or being fearful of expressing your heart's truest feelings and expressing your truth and revealing your truth to somebody, right? So February is about opening up with that truth. That's why I have this Page of Swords. This is reversed. And look at that. We are gaining, and this is a growth period. So the fact that we end off with this Eight of Pentacles, I think that this situation is going to have a good conclusion. And I think you're going to learn and grow so much from it. There's going to be things that I think you need to work on because of this, but I don't see you struggling to work on them. I see this as something that's very understandable and it just makes sense. And so you guys are being able to step into that and work on it, and it's going to be totally great. And this is so good for your guys' growth. When we have Eight of Pentacles, this is going to be so good for you. But there's a situation that's definitely going to need to be let go of in the month of February. And then this earth magic over here, it's like we're drawing up the energy from the earth to gain confidence and courage for this sort of situation that seems like it is popping up over here. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and shuffle these cards right here. Let's see what we get. These are some mermaid cards, you guys. Let's see. So pile number 1, February love life. We got 3 fallouts right there. Okay. So let's see. We have journey. Oh, looks like we have 4. Ooh. So journey. Let's see. Let's focus in on this card right here. So half the treasure is the journey on the path to finding it. So half the journey, half of the treasure, I guess, half of the goal, half of the treasure is the journey on the path to finding it. So yeah, even though it might seem like there's certain things, and this might seem like, oh, I have to like work on things, I have to focus on things this month and whatever, and do learning and whatever, and sometimes that doesn't always seem like the most fun, but the journey is going to be very important in the month of February for you guys, okay? And I do think you're going to have fun, and I think you're going to learn so much. It's going to help you reawaken your magic, because if you guys have felt off lately, it's because this has been like weighing you down, but you finally get to let it go and find your freedom. And this earth magic, look at that, once you let it go, you are alchemizing. This is almost like an alchemy sort of journey of like taking lead and turning it into gold, literally. That's the Eight of Pentacles right there. He's taking blood and turning it into these beautiful pentacles that are just gorgeous and they're fulfilling. And yeah, so the month of February, yes, we're going through some ish, but we're doing it to clear it out so that we no longer hang on to that. It's no longer bringing us anxiety. It's no longer bringing us worries and things like that. Then we do also have this card right here of empathy. So this one here says there's more beneath the surface. So for you guys, this is a month of awakening those truest feelings and finding out the deeper truths to a situation. So there's more beneath the surface. I think that you guys are digging up things beneath the surface. That's why we also have earth magic. You guys are going beneath the surface on something to awaken the inner potential that's there, to unlock your inner potential, and all that kind of jazz. My camera just does not want to stay focused today. Okay, so empathy, beautiful. Then we also have stillness. In the calm waters, everything becomes clear. So I think that you guys are going to gain so much clarity on the situations that have been happening lately. It's going to be just massively a huge progress is what I'm trying to say. And then over here, we have this card of opportunity. You will prove yourself and discover if you brave the rough seas. Opportunity. You will prove yourself and discover if you brave the rough seas, which it looks like literally that's what we're doing. That's the Six of Swords being reversed over here. We're braving some rough seas. That's exactly this card. Like if this card had a definition to it, also I know that these cards are like super glary. It's just like they're gold foil and yeah, they get very shiny on the camera. So yes, you will prove yourself and discover if you brave the rough seas. So you will discover opportunity through braving some rough seas in the month of February. Literally going through some of these challenges in February are going to bring you more opportunity than you could have ever dreamed of, really. I think that there's going to be so much opportunity laying beneath the surface, and I think you're going to realize a lot more about what you want, who you are, and yeah, it's going to open up a lot of doors. I'm just, yeah, definitely feeling this opening up doors sense and feeling for the month of February for you guys. So with that being said, let's go ahead and shuffle our romance deck. Let's see what comes up in here. So pile number 1, February, love life, romance. Let's see. Let your friends help you is the first one that we have over here. Ask for and accept support from others. So maybe we're asking advice from friends. Maybe we're asking friends to help us gain clarity on the situation so we can let it go, things like that. So definitely that's definitely important here. This could be a situation even involving a friend since we have this one coming up. We do also have past life relationships. This is getting over some karma and things like that from the past. Anytime that we've had a past life relationship and they come up in this life, there's usually karma that needs to be worked out. So yes, February is a little bit going through some of that past life karma and things like that. We do also have wedding and soulmate. So I think that this is bringing you closer to the person that you need to be in order to kind of really attract in your soulmate or to, you know, be with your soulmate and have commitment and things like that, because wedding is just a higher level of commitment and things like that. So for you guys, I would say that this is bringing you closer to these sorts of energies. Maybe for some of you, you are already married and this is a situation involving your marriage, things like that. It can be on the lines of that as well if that's something that fits along with your life. So with that being said, let's take out some astrology cards. Let's see what we get here for pile 1, February 2021, love life. All right, we got Virgo coming up over here. So this is going through some deep healing, lots of communication since Virgo is ruled by the planet of Mercury. This definitely deals with communicating your feelings over here, like that Page of Swords. It's like we're learning how to fully communicate what our heart has been wanting to say, how to get the answers that we need, things like that, so that we can have our healing. We also have lunar eclipse here, which is releasing the past, breakthroughs, pushing limitations, and healing. And Virgo's all about healing. So this is, woo! And this is also, lunar eclipse is letting your emotions kind of take the forefront, okay? And things like that, lunar eclipse. Or sorry, this is also letting the ego come in front of the moon, actually. So yes, like I was saying with that masculine energy, it's the sun coming in front. And so, yes. Also, our last 2 astrology cards, we have Jupiter and we also have the last quarter. So Jupiter, which is expansion, gratitude, morality, enlightenment, things like that. So I do think that when you guys go through this healing and you have these proper talks, when you have these talks that you guys have been needing to have, this is where you guys will find that expansion, where you guys will finally be able to grow from this and move into new waters and gain sort of like an ascension, because Jupiter, Sagittarius is like ascending to the next level, right? So you guys are able to advance because of this. There's going to be opportunity in healing whatever this is, okay? And then we also have last quarter, which is transition, letting go, forgiveness, and adaptation. So wow, that fits in very, 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 very well. Wow. So pile number one, this is all looking like there's a full story happening over here. You guys are definitely gonna have to let me know if this resonates, if this is something that goes on for you guys and how it ends up turning out. It does look like it's gonna turn out very well for you guys. I don't see anything, bad going on in this pile. It just looks like there's some things that need to be worked out in order to bring back the expansion into your life, in order to heal some wounds from the past, in order to move forward and find new opportunity, to alchemize that lead into gold, to be able to utilize it. And yes, an Eight of Pentacles is all about that opportunity. So with that being said, let's go ahead and roll our Astro Dice here. Let's get any last info on this reading for you guys. So pile one. Let's see what we get. We get Scorpio, so this is hidden feelings underneath. This is also endings and beginnings and things like that. We have Sun and the 11th house. So the Sun, of course, coming up again. This is stepping into the masculine. The Sun is the masculine, the Moon is the feminine. So now it's turning off the feminine. Instead of going within and holding all of your emotions within, this is about expressing it. Jupiter, we have Jupiter over here. This is expression, okay? This is going for it. This is taking a leap of faith as well, to be able to step into that masculine energy with that tiger's eye and be able to express yourself, be able to take action on this so that you can find that opportunity, so you can take that journey and you don't need to stay in the stillness. But yes, in calm waters, everything is more clear, but it doesn't mean that we need to stand still. This just means that we need to keep our calm, but we do need to take action and move forward and things like that. And then the 11th house is thinking about other people. This involves friends. So for some of you guys, this could definitely involve a friend. 11th house, friends, or this could mean that friends will help you gain the confidence to speak about the internal things that are happening beneath the surface right now. Okay, so yes, Scorpio, anything that's beneath the surface needs to surface up. And we were talking about beneath the surface earlier on in this reading with that earth magic and things like that. So yes, we're unearthing some things, we're bringing some stuff up to be worked out, some stuff that we've repressed for a little while. So that's what I'm seeing for you guys. Pile number one, I hope this made sense for you guys. If it did, don't forget to give it a huge thumbs up for me. Hit that subscribe button down below if you guys want to see more videos like this. And if so, I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye. Woo. All right, so group number two, my lepidolite pile. If you guys chose this one, this is going to be your reading, so let's get started. All right, so group number two, my lepidolite pile. Here's what we have for you guys. We have the Nine of Swords being reversed, Five of Pentacles reversed, Eight of Swords upright, the Knight of Wands, and Judgment upright. So let's talk about what we're seeing over here. First, I want to actually bring up the fact that you guys chose lepidolite. So lepidolite is a crystal that has a lot of lithium in it, and lithium is a compound that they put into anti-anxiety and things like that. So if you guys have been feeling anxiety lately, you might be drawn to lepidolite just because it has those properties that help us kind of reach a more calm state. And especially since you guys do have this 9 and 8 of Swords up in here, I would say that this is something that maybe you guys have been having a harder time sleeping lately, but it does look like that is going to be healing in February. By the way, the fact that we have 9 of Swords being reversed over here, that is talking about the fact that that is going to be healed. But lepidolite is a crystal that we're drawn to when we're seeking more calm and clarity, and so we're seeking ways to feel a bit more comfortable. So it could be that you guys are going through a situation that's bringing up a little bit of anxiety right now, and when we're going through that, of course, lepidolite is a crystal that helps bring that calm energy. So talking about this over here, it does look like you guys have been going through a hard time where it seems like there's some sort of decision over here that needs to be made, but we're feeling a little bit stuck in it. Maybe you guys are feeling stuck in a certain scenario or a certain situation, and it's making you feel a little bit of anxiety when we have these cards over here, but we don't really see a way out. We kind of feel like there is no option for us to get out, but it does look like in February, you guys are finally making decisions. It could be just a decision that you're like, I don't want to see the result of this because I don't really, maybe we feel stuck because we don't know if there's anything better for us. We don't know if there's a better option, a better situation. It feels like we can't even see that reality, right? We just feel kind of stuck by our current circumstances. So in February, if this is something that resonates with you, in February, then this Knight of Wands coming up, this is the energy of you guys finally being able to make a decision and make a choice and taking action on a certain choice. And with Judgment over here, this is us letting go of anxieties, worries, situationships that make us feel like we're stuck. And I do want you guys to know, a love reading can deal with relationships of all forms. This could deal with family relationships, friendship relationships, or lover and partnership relationships. It doesn't actually always have to deal with like the partner-ish relationships. This could also be family and friends as well, because all of that fits under the category of relationship. So this could manifest in all different forms, but it does look like you guys are finally taking action on something, letting something go that's been making you feel stuck, being liberated from something. So if something has been making you feel weighed down and stuck, like you cannot move forward in it, February is finally, you're going to find liberation. Okay, so liberation is finally coming in the month of February for you guys. It looks like you guys are finally finding movement again, where things were kind of stagnant. February is bringing back that movement and bringing back that liberation to you. So that's all looking really good there, and I would say that this is most likely going to happen. I'm hearing the word 17 in my head. So 17th of February, sometime around that. Again, it is a general reading, so I don't usually like to put out exact dates, but sometime around that sort of area, I keep hearing the 17th of February very prominently for some reason is going to be a time where action and liberation can finally be taking place for some of you guys. So with that being said, let's talk about these cards right here. We have bearing fruit, and it is what it is. So there's a situation that I think that you guys have to really accept for what it is. It is what it is. That's a saying I say like all the time, actually. So there is a situation where I think we finally need to realize that maybe it's just not going to move forward on its own, because sometimes we stay attached to things or to people because we're like, oh, eventually they're going to be what I envision them to be. But there comes a time where we have to kind of accept that it might be just what it is, because maybe our vision of them is incorrect, and maybe the situation just is what it is. It's not going to really change. It's not going to shift. These patterns, these habits are going to keep returning. So we have to kind of look at it as it is, you know. So it could be a situation involving things like that. And then we do also have this card here of bearing fruit. So I do think by the end of February, you guys are going to have and enter a more fruitful time. So the end of February does bring a more fruitful season for you guys. It does look like, you know, we're finally blossoming once again. Okay, we've grown and we can finally feel like we're liberated and blossom. Judgment, bearing fruit, all about blossoming and letting go of, you know, for example, when fruit comes out of a tree, it starts as a flower, right? And then the flower loses its petals, which is the judgment. You know, we're being liberated, we're losing the petals, but then the fruit can finally start to grow and come out. So yes, February, we're bearing fruit. We do have to liberate ourselves and let some things go for us to finally bear the fruit, but it does look like that's what's going on and what's happening. So with that being said, we're going to shuffle this deck right here. We're going to get some more info on this pile for you guys. So pile number 2, February, love life. Let's see what comes up over here. I am feeling this card. So we have direction coming up. Okay, so we're finally making choices. We have strength coming up that fits in so well with you guys. Let's try to get one more here. We also have prudence. So don't be lured by the siren's song over here. So don't be lured by the temptations of certain things. Maybe you guys have felt stuck because you keep getting tempted by empty promises. Maybe you guys keep getting tempted by the past that you used to have, or by the idea, because the siren song, right? It's a song, it's something that somebody tells us, but it's not something that's yet physical, right? So sometimes we get lured in by empty promises or things that people tell us that, you know, oh, I'm going to be this way and I want this sort of thing and I want this relationship. Don't be lured by words. Don't be lured by a fantasy. Be lured by what is reality and what is physical and what is actually being shown to you, okay? And then we do also have direction over here. So direction says, trust your inner compass and find your bearings. So trust your inner gut. Your gut has been telling you things, and I think this is why this situation's been so confusing for you guys, because for one, you're being lured by the siren song all the time, and then you do also have this gut feeling that says, well, no, I don't really trust it, but I keep putting my trust in it, right? So this is about us finally needing to trust your own instincts and take that direction rather than listening to everyone else's direction for you. Then we do also have this strength card right here. So let me focus on that. We have stay afloat and feel steady and calm. So February is a month of being able to stay afloat, find your ground, feeling steady, right? That judgment, letting go of the other things, feeling steady on the ground, rooting yourselves in order to bear that fruit. So stay steady and calm. So this is about you discovering that direction, you know? It's not time wasted, it's time just for growing, right? So we're just finding all of that growth. So February is definitely a huge month of growth for you guys. So with that being said, let's go ahead and take this deck of cards. This is our love oracle. So let's see what comes up for you guys. So pile 2, February love life. Love yourself first. This is putting yourself first, you guys. Don't be lured by the siren song. Don't be lured by those beautiful puppy eyes. This is about loving yourself first, finding your own direction, listening to those gut instincts, listening to what is being physically shown rather than what is being constantly just talked about and fantasized about. Listen to what is actually happening, okay? So love yourself first. Let's try to get maybe 2 more from this deck right here. Let's see what comes up. Pile number 2, February love life. Feeling this one. I'm definitely feeling this one. So getting to know each other. So this is about having some deeper talks, some more intimate talks. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. But this is also not being fooled by the siren song. Listening to your gut instincts when having deep conversations is very important. And I'm feeling that for the month of February for you guys. Pile number 2. So let's try to get 1 more card here. Pile 2, February love life. All right. Ooh, guys, look at that. Someone is wearing a false self-mask in this relationship, so that's why we're not being lured by the siren song. So yes, listen to your gut around things in the month of February, you guys, because maybe somebody's not being fully honest, or maybe they keep giving you empty promises. So if that's something that resonates, definitely listen to that gut if this is something that you guys can resonate with. So listen to that. Are you even maybe putting up a false front? Or is there somebody else putting up a false front to you? What way does this go? Listen to those gut instincts, okay? So month of February, definitely listen to that. And then let's also shuffle our astro deck. Let's get some astrology cards happening up in here. This one feels like it keeps wanting to come out. So energy peak, harvest, blessings, and achievements. So this is completing phases. Full moons is all about completing phases. So you're finally learning things and you don't have to continue this karma if you do not want to. Also feeling these 2 right here. Let's see what we get. So we have Mercury, which is all about communication. So February is going to be a huge month of communicating, talking about deeper feelings, things like that. It's definitely going to be coming up. It's also ruled by Gemini and Virgo, so those might be signs that are of prominence or importance. And then we do also have waning crescent, surrender, restore, reflection, intuition, and stillness. Listen to that intuition, reflect on the past, and look at what it actually is rather than what it says it's going to be. Look at what it actually is, okay? Whew, you guys, pile number 2. I do think you guys are going to get through this just okay. Like, I think everything's going to be fine. It does look like at the end you're being liberated, you're making decisions, you're going to finally be able to bear that fruit again by choosing the direction that you really want to go in, by listening to that gut instincts and your intuition and things like that. So with that being said, let's go ahead and roll these astro dice to get any last info on this reading for you guys. Pile 2. So we have Taurus coming up. We have the 9th house coming up, which is ruled by Sagittarius. And then we also have the South Node. So this is all about karma, you guys. All about karma, talking about deeper belief systems, finding the real root of things and not just like the empty promises, looking at what is physical with Taurus. What are the actual material manifestations rather than the empty promises? What has actually happened? And especially looking at the past. What has happened in the past? What are the things that actually occurred in the past versus the dreams and desires that you guys were shooting for? What are the things that actually happened? And so this is all about clearing up that old karma, you guys. Clearing up all that stuff and having some really deep talks and taking action. The 9th house is all about taking action. Moving forward to what makes you comfortable. Listening to your gut, things like that in order to clear the past. So that is what I'm seeing for you guys. Pile number 2. Hope you guys enjoyed this reading. If you did, don't forget to give it a huge thumbs up for me. Hit that subscribe button down below if you guys want to see more videos like this. And if so, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. All right, my February love life pile number 2. If you guys chose this pile, it's going to be a reading, so let's hop right into it. All right, so pile number 3, here's what we have for you guys. We have the 4 of Wands reversed, 6 of Wands reversed, the Ace of Cups reversed, then we have the Queen of Cups upright, and then we have the 9 of Pentacles upright. So immediate vibes from this pile, you guys, pile number 3. This is about a month of self-love. Queen of Cups plus the 9 of Pentacles right here. This is a month of like luxurying yourself, okay? So maybe things in love life are maybe just stagnant right now, or, you know, kind of nah. You know, that's why we have these ones being reversed over here, because maybe we're not having a lot of success, because the 6 of Wands right here is the card of success, but when it's reversed, our success is maybe like delayed, or it's just not really, it's not really going on right now, you know? So it could be that we're not focused on that too much in the month of February, but it does look like self-love is going to be like bursting through the roof, you guys. This could also be that I think that there could be being noticed by the end of February. So when you have these cards around the end, this could be somebody noticing you, since we have Queen of Cups and the 9 of Pentacles. But this could also be your internal self-love. You just really want to take care of yourself. You want to focus on you and focus on your own happiness rather than relying on something else to fulfill your cup. This is about you being like, I'm going to fill up my own cup. I got it. But I don't see you guys being upset about this. I really do not. Like the end of February, it looks like you guys are actually like, I'm just really enjoying myself right now. You know, like romancing yourself. This is all about like literally, yeah, feeling fulfillment by yourself. The 9 of Pentacles is literally the card of like ultimate fulfillment, but on your own. So I really think that you guys are absolutely filling up your own cup, doing your own thing. And it doesn't mean that you guys like aren't in a relationship. So if you guys are already in a loving relationship, it just looks like this is the month of really focusing on you and putting yourself first and focusing on the things that you want to put your energy towards. And it just looks like this sort of love life stuff is on the back burner. And if you guys are single, it definitely looks like February is one of those months of like, love's kind of on the back burner, it could wait. But it does look like, okay, there is a potential for someone to have their eyes on you around the end, but I don't think that you are noticing it too much. So even if that is the case, I don't really think that you are putting a lot of attention towards it. I think that you're just putting a lot more, honestly, really all of your attention towards yourself in the month of February. I do also want to point out that you guys did choose the Amethyst card, and Amethyst deals with breaking patterns, old traditions, breaking habits, breaking things like that. So even breaking addictions that we've had. So if you guys have had some unhealthy habits in love, unhealthy patterns in love, or things like that, or whatever the case may be, even if it's not to deal with love, Amethyst just comes in to help us break those. And so we can finally like really focus on ourselves and make us feel like we're in luxury. Amethyst at one point of history was actually worth more than diamonds at multiple points of history. And so it is a stone of royalty as well. And the 9 of Pentacles talks about royalty. So this is you awakening that royal you and paying attention to the things that you want and you feel like you deserve. And so this is you just gaining a lot of confidence and just feeling like really good about yourself. And honestly, it's just like, yeah, I mean, really good energy around the self and being able to recognize maybe old habits and patterns and routines and being able to finally end those and implement new habits that are actually serving you rather than not, okay? The next 3 cards that we have over here, let's see, you guys. So we have feeling the world. So maybe you guys are very empathic, and now is the time of you guys finally realizing by the end of February that you just want to feel you. You know, maybe always feeling the world is making you feel drained and making you feel like you have the world's problems on your shoulders and you're always carrying the world and the weight of the world on your shoulders, right? So this is a time and month of being like, finally recognizing that I'm going to end that pattern and I'm finally going to focus on me and do me a little bit. So maybe you guys even have a partner that relies on you a lot, and now is the month of you being like, I need time for me. Maybe they have a lot of expectations on you, whatever the case may be. This is the card with this outcome that would talk about you guys finally letting go of that big weight of the world, weight of everyone else's problems, and being able to just really focus on you. Then we also have a wish upon a star. So this is you guys being able to make a wish and being granted a wish, which is so funny. I feel like that's been coming up quite often in readings lately. So wish upon a star, take this moment, make a wish of how you want your February to go, because I think that you guys really have the potential at any time. I mean, anyone has the potential at any time to make a wish and have that kind of come true. So I think that's something that you've been hoping for is absolutely going to happen in the month of February. Something that you've been wishing on is going to be happening in the month of February, and it's going to be blossoming in the month of February. So something that you've been hoping for is being able to shine through and come through the month of February. And I'm feeling like most of you, this is going to happen around the end of February, mid to end over here. So with that being said, let's go ahead and take these cards right here. Let's shuffle these a little bit. Let's see what comes up over here with our little, these are like mermaid oracle cards. They're so pretty, so cute, great messages. So we have prudence, don't be lured by the siren song. Interesting, this one's been coming up a lot lately. And so this one basically talks about, you know, if you guys have had habits and routines and you've always been lured by the idea of something, or if somebody keeps, you know, making empty promises, things like that. This is not being lured by those empty promises, not being lured by the shiny stuff anymore, and realizing that, you know, you can make your own happiness. Don't be lured by empty promises anymore. We're finally saying no to that, you guys. So let's see what else comes up over here. Woo! Look at all that. We definitely got some things. So we have stillness over here coming up. So let's talk about this. In calm waters, everything becomes clear. So this is taking moments to yourself, moments of silence, moments of meditation even, to just sit with yourself and kind of just feel your own energy. Be still for a moment. You don't have to always have the weight of the world on your shoulders. You don't always have to be doing things. You don't always have to make accomplishments happen in order for you guys to be happy, okay? So then we also have protection. And this one says, keep some aquamarine close. Mermaids' tears have been known to create these precious gems. Ooh. So protection, if you guys want to feel protected, protect your own energy. I mean, maybe aquamarine can help you, or even just the, like, you know, adding in candles and things like that, or doing a ritual for protection. Black crystals are really good for that too. But yeah, so aquamarine might be something that's prominent for you guys this month. Maybe you guys are very drawn to that stone or anything like that. But, you know, yeah, this is about definitely protecting your energy, not taking on the world's problems anymore, not taking on the weight of somebody else's problems, and just protecting your own energy, focusing on your own energy and what you want and need. I'm gonna put this card up here actually. And then we also have communicate. Things left unsaid will never reach the shore. Whoo, message in a bottle, guys. Things left unsaid will never reach the shore. So this is about communicating those things, telling people that no, I'm focusing on me this month. I'm no longer taking on your problems, this person's problems, everyone's problems. You know, this is, yeah, you guys taking back your own power in the month of February. Like, go pile 3, take back that power, honey. So with that being said, let's go ahead and shuffle this deck right here. Let's see what else we get going on over here. So pile number 3, I'm just feeling this card right here. We have separation. So now's the time for maybe taking some alone time, separating yourself. This doesn't always have to be like relationship stuff, because like I've said before, the love readings don't always have to deal with a loving partnership. This can also deal with friendships and family members, because those are also relationships, right? So separation, this could be you guys just wanting some separation and some alone time, really craving your alone time, rather than, you know, friends always hitting you up and being like, can you help me with this? And like, oh, can you FaceTime me right now? Or like, you know, like a lover doing that, or your family members constantly needing things from you. Separation, this is you being like, okay, no, I'm no longer taking the weight of the world anymore. I'm taking some time just for me, you know? So I really see that happening for you guys in the month of February. Let's see, pile 3. We also have passion coming up. So I feel like you're gonna find your own passion once again after filling up your own cup and like no longer taking on the weight of the world. I feel like, yeah, February is about you guys taking some alone time to rediscover your own passion, which is beautiful. I'm getting some good vibes from this pile. Ooh, I just heard something weird, some sort of drill. I don't know what that was. But anyway, third card that we have over here, let's see what we get. We have let go of control issues. Okay. So instead of needing to constantly control the way that things are going and constantly helping people and feeling like you're in control in that way, just allow the situation to unfold naturally. You don't always need to be there helping people with their problems and things like that. This is about being able to let that go and really being able to focus on you this month. Heavily, I'm getting this huge focus of just this self-love, self-indulgence. You guys need it. You've been putting it off for a while, okay? So with that being said, let's go ahead and shuffle this deck right here. Let's get any more information from our astrology cards and then go on to our astro dice. Also, I'm sorry for that drilling sound. I'm not too sure what that is right now. We have first quarter moon, so making decisions, obstacles, taking action, and momentum. So yeah, this is about you guys finally taking action on what it is that you guys want to do, making a decision rather than like allowing everyone else to make your decisions for you by being like, oh, I need you right now. Like, hurry up, make it to my place. You know, making decisions for yourself. Whew. Taking back your own power, pile 3. Let's see, love life, pile 3, February of 2021. We have trine, fluency, ease, talent, development, privilege, aptitude, self-comfort, temper, laziness, intelligence. Trine is actually when things start flowing again. So I think as you guys begin to implement your own like self-love this month, this is about things coming back into a flow state, things being very strong. You think about a trine, that's the triangle is the strongest shape, you know, the way that it balances out weight and things like that, it is the strongest shape. So in order for you guys to get into your strongest shape, once again, this is about you focusing on you, okay? So I think that the trine coming up here is letting you know that you're going to gain a lot of strength back, a lot of harmony into your life when you start implementing these. Talents get awoken, things like that. Things start happening with ease rather than with complication. All right, I'm feeling this card right here. We have stellium coming up, okay? So stellium is when we have a concentration of planets, like a bunch of planets in one sign or in the same house, things like that. Ends up being a stellium. It's usually just in one sign. And so if you have a bunch of them like conjunct in one sign, that ends up being a stellium. And yes, so this would be bringing all things into one focus. What I'm hearing from this card is bringing things into one focus. So for you guys, instead of having all of your eggs in all of the baskets and being like, oh, I'm giving you this energy and you this energy and you this and you this and you this and dispersing your energy that way, stellium is about bringing it back into one singular focus. So the month of February, bringing it back into your focus. This is a you month. This is you being able to focus on you without having to disperse your energy to absolutely anyone and everyone who needs your help and feeling the weight of the world, okay? So that's what we get in so far over here. So with that being said, let's go ahead and roll these astro dice for any last info on this reading for you guys. So let's see, we have Uranus, we have the 11th house, and Capricorn. So we're changing up the way that we've interacted with our friends and our groups of people and the world, because the 11th house does talk about the world. This is Aquarius, is talking about humanitarianness and just the entirety of the world, okay? So Uranus, we're changing up those things. We're changing around the way our old traditions that we've had with other people. So Capricorn talks about our traditions and things like that. So the way that we used to climb the mountain is being absolutely shifted, and these are unexpected shifts. These are us being like, okay, taking a left field over here. I know I used to give everything and everything to anyone and everyone, but now is the time of shifting that up and changing the way that we interact and changing the amount of time that we give to other people and things like that. So that is what I'm seeing for you guys. Pile number 3. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. If you did, don't forget to give it a huge thumbs up for me. Hit that subscribe button down below if you guys want to see more videos like this. And if so, I will see you guys in my next one. Bye. All right, pile 4, Aqua Aura Quartz. If you guys chose this pile, this is going to be your love life for February of 2021. So let's hop right into it. Whew, pile number 4, we got the Ace of Wands coming up. We have the Queen of Swords reversed, the 8 of Wands upright, Hermit being reversed, Strength upright, and then the 4 of Pentacles being reversed. So I'm getting a vibe that someone is getting a little bit out of their shell in the month of February over here. Look at that. Hermit being reversed. You guys are coming out of your shell. You're coming back out into the world a little bit more. I see that you guys are going to be having a little bit more fun, and I do think that there's possibly somebody that you're going to be communicating with, somebody that kind of sparks your interest, to say the least, if you guys are single. If you guys are not single and if you guys are in a relationship, this just could be like, you know, like a new spontaneous sort of thing coming up that you guys get to do together, and it's going to be fun. It's going to get you out of your comfort zone. It's going to get you out of your shell, okay? This could involve an air sign person, since we have the Queen of Swords coming up, and they are upside down, so this could mean that maybe, you know, things were maybe not going, you know, not really moving too much in the recent past. But the Queen of Swords is an air sign person, which is Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. So most likely we have that sort of sign coming up over here with Queen of Swords. It doesn't have to be, but of course the court cards do a lot of the times show the type of person. So yes, I'm definitely feeling like there's some sort of newness happening in the month of February that kind of gets you a little bit off your butt, kind of excites you a little bit. I think that there's going to be an opportunity or some sort of communication that's coming up in the month of February for you guys that is quite exciting, and you guys feel, you know, like you're coming out of your shell a little bit over here. But it does require, you know, this is something where when we have strength coming up in this, you know, this is something that we have to take it slow. We have to take it slow. So it could be something that's still, we're maybe even planning something that has its roots in the future. So maybe you guys are planning some travel that has its roots more in the future with, you know, your lover, things like that. Or maybe you're having plans for, if you guys, for example, I'm just pulling out random different ideas. If you guys are in a long distance relationship, maybe you guys are finally making plans to see each other again. But again, it does require a little bit of patience, things like that. Or this is just, you know, we're talking to somebody new, but we need our patience. We can't really act on it as soon as we would necessarily always like to. We're finally realizing that taking things a little bit slower is a requirement in the month of February. So there will be a little bit of, you know, a slower paced sort of thing, but we do also have that 8 of Wands, so things are happening quickly at least within communication. Within the realms of communication and plan making, it seems like things are finally taking off. But the actual maybe action towards it needs to wait a little bit, because maybe we still have things that we need to, you know, wait for to kind of occur, to kind of happen over here when we have the 4 of Pentacles being reversed at the end. So I am seeing definitely some new action, new energy coming in, new feelings getting sparked up a little bit. This could even be you over here, this Queen of Swords. This could also be talking about you and your energy. Maybe you've been a little bit more pessimistic lately, or maybe you've just been like kind of like a little bit more drained, or whatever the case may be. And it does look like energy is coming back in. We're finally feeling like, oh, I want to get up and out of there. I want to start going on jogs. I want to start doing this. I want to start doing that kind of stuff. And so if we're talking about your guys' love life, I do think that there's going to be more energy in it in the month of February. It looks like things are flowing much easier since we're talking about your guys' love life. And love life can pop up in many different forms. So when we're talking about relationships include partners, of course, but they also include friendships and family members as well. So somehow there's plans coming in, there's exciting times coming in the month of February. It's just like energy is kind of flowing in the beginning, and it just seems like things are really good. But we do have a little bit of this sort of kind of patience period. You know, we do have to, you know, allow our patience. We can't exactly move forward on everything quite yet, but it does look like, yes, new energy coming in, things like that. We do also have the Aqua Aura Quartz that you guys chose, so I do want to talk about this card a little bit. This one rules the throat chakra. So this is you guys opening up that communication more, being able to fully express yourself and communicate. I do think communication is going to be a very strong suit for you guys in the month of February. It just seems like things are just flowing in. You guys are probably going to get hit up by a lot of people in the month of February, since we have that 8 of Wands over there, because this is, yeah, all that communication, phone calls coming in, text messages, people that want to talk to you, get a hold of you, things like that. And Aqua Aura Quartz, of course, also expresses that, since it is the throat chakra sort of area. Then we do also have the endless possibilities coming up. So I do think that there is new opportunity coming in, and this is things with infinite potential, okay? So we're finally having a lot of fun. We're opening up. So endless possibilities happens when we open up our energetic field. Things are flowing in for us. So yes, I do see that happening for you guys in the month of February. Things are just kind of flowing in, and it seems like we're opening up new opportunities and things like that. We do also have a merry motive coming up. So I do think you guys are going to get motivated by something in February in regards to your love life. Something to take action on in your love life is going to be happening in the month of February. Something that excites you, something that you can finally look forward to and take action on. This could be new plans with a loved one or a friend or something like that. Finally being able to make plans and act on them. Okay? Definitely, I see that happening, and it's, yeah, there's definitely that motive that's coming up in the month of February that makes you want to take this sort of action in this month, especially in regards to your love life and relationships and things like that. So with that being said, let's go ahead and shuffle these cards right here. Let's see what else we get. Also see a sense of freedom here. I do also want to point out, I'm definitely seeing, look, we got voyage. Some of you guys are definitely making travel plans. Hoo-hoo-hoo. Look at that. So let's try to focus in on this card right here. So this one says, set sail on a new course. Yes, we're changing our course, you guys. Like, exactly what I was saying. That fits in so well with this reading. Look at that Eight of Wands, Hermit being reversed. You guys are definitely changing course right now, especially if you've had a little bit of a stalemate. It looks like there's this new energy coming in with that Ace of Wands. It's feeling really good and flowy and things like that. And we're also able to let go of feeling so stuck, because the Four of Pentacles makes us feel like, you know, we need to invest a lot of our time in this area. We need to do this, we need to do that. It's like this management sort of card. This being reversed is finally we have this sense of freedom coming in the month of February, where we don't need to manage as much and we get this free time. I do see a lot more free time happening for you guys in the month of February. And I think that you're gonna be able to spend that on your love life areas. Oh, and look, we got journey. We have voyage and journey coming up. So half the treasure is in the journey, in the path to finding it. Whoo! Look at that. Lots of journeying cards. Let's see, pile four. All right, we got patience, and of course we have that coming up with strength, because strength is all about patience and things like that. We also have choose wisely. So the tide will come when it's ready. Patience. The flow will come when it's ready. And it is coming for you guys this month, so I mean, that's really good. But I do think that there's some sort of waiting game still involved in this. So maybe we can't act on all of the things that we want to quite yet. Things are moving a little bit slower, but quicker, if that makes sense, but slower than our usual quick. Okay, and then we do also have choose wisely. Be discerning. You don't have to keep everything in your net. Okay, we don't need to take every opportunity that comes our way. So maybe you guys are getting hit up by a lot of people, because I do see a lot of energy coming in, but we're gonna need to choose wisely how we spend that energy and things like that, and just take our time with it. But it does look like you guys are absolutely getting out of your shell, doing more things in the month of February and things like that. So with that being said, let's go ahead and take these cards right here. Let's get some romance cards for the month of February coming up. So pile four, February love life of 2021. Okay. Children coming up. So this is all about awakening your fun life. Okay, so this might not directly deal with children in particular. Some of you it might, but yes, this in particular is talking about reaching that childhood funness again, getting out of your shell, being less responsibility, letting go of your time management a little bit more, letting go of the needing to manage your schedule all the time. Children, this is about returning back to that childhood innocence, being able to have fun. Okay. We also have express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So I do see romantic gestures coming into your life. That Ace of Wands and Eight of Wands. This is definitely like expressing your love, or romantic gestures coming in to your love life. So I do think, yeah, there's definitely some love life stuff that's happening, some action that's being taken in the month of February. We also have engagement. This is a higher level of commitment. Ooh. So for some of you guys, I think that you might be committing to new plans, new ideas, things like that. Committing yourself to new plans and new ideas. For some reason, when I look at these cards, I think that there's this new plan coming in, like a new idea coming in that you want to take action on. And so engagement, yeah, higher level of commitment. Maybe we are setting our sights on something that we want to experience with another person, and we're making that commitment to that. Things like that, making a commitment to our love life to be able to explore it and give it the time and things that it needs, right? All right, so our next cards, let's shuffle these astrology cards. Let's see what else comes up over here, pile number 4. Let's see. All right, that one's definitely wanting to come out over here. We have trine, which is really good. This is all about just really ease the month of February for you guys. So pile 4, definitely hearing the word ease for you guys in regards to your love life. It seems like there's this sense of ease. Things are flowing. It doesn't seem like there's not too many like bad things happening. It just seems like there's good things. We also have vertex, karmic points, synastry, fated connections, turning point. Wow, I'm gonna let that speak for itself right there, you guys, because vertex is the point of astrology where if like major planets are transiting through it and hit that point, that's usually major turning points in our life where major things sort of happen. That's why we have this Ace of Wands, this eight of Wands. This is a huge turning point sort of energy where you guys were a hermit, maybe things weren't really moving forward, and now is finally a time of like, bam, things are moving forward. There's a huge turning point, and I wouldn't be surprised if in your astrological chart, your vertex is being transited in the month of February or with a major aspect happening. So let's see what else we get happening over here. We have a new moon, new beginnings, planting seeds, setting intentions, blank page. Ooh, what story are you guys going to write in the month of February? Because that new moon is giving you the ability to grab that pen and paper and write out what you guys want to experience. So there is a new beginning happening. Ace of Wands talks about new beginnings, okay? There might be a new love interest coming into your life, new like passion coming in, or renewal of passion coming in, things like that. We're feeling really good. There's just new energy flowing in that makes us feel like we want to get off our butt and start moving and things like that. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing over here, pile number 4. So let's go ahead and take our Astro Dice to get any last info on this reading for you guys. We got the second house. We have Venus. So second house is ruled by Taurus, which is Venus is the planetary ruler of. Then we also have Cancer right here. So, you guys, look at this. Love life is beginning to bring you like, it's beginning to materialize your love life. There's things coming in material that make you feel comfortable. And Cancer is also a very loving sign. This is about cuddles. This is about things like that. You know, there's emotions that are being awakened and actualized and realized in the month of February. Emotions are having an awakening and a physical manifestation in the month of February for you guys. Yes, we also have this. Venus is also the planet of beauty and love and all sorts of things like that. And Cancer is just your emotional well-being and feeling comfortable and things like that. And that second house is that material manifestation of that. So it does look like there's going to be lots of physical things to look forward to in regards to your love life in the month of February. So pile number 4, that is looking beautiful. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this reading. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up for me. Hit that subscribe button down below if you guys have not already, and if you guys want to see more videos like this, and if so, I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye. All right, so group number 5, if you guys chose this pile, this is going to be your love life reading for February, so let's hop right into it. All right, so pile 5, this is a pretty clear message that I'm getting from this pile. We have the sun being reversed over here. We have the moon upright. Also, I'm very sorry if you guys hear there's some sort of construction happening that I can hear from the neighbor's house. But anyway, if you guys can hear it, I apologize. So the sun being reversed, moon upright, the 10 of swords being upright, the 6 of cups upright, and then the 6 of pentacles being reversed over here. So definitely some clear messages coming in right now. And I do also want to point out that you guys did choose the clear quartz. This crystal talks about becoming clear on something. So maybe if there's anything that's been confusing lately, or if there's a situation that's confusing, clear quartz is the crystal that adds clarity to a lot of situations, and it also amplifies energy, and that's why we gain a lot of clarity, because usually subtle energies can sometimes be hard to read, right? So clear quartz amplifies those energies so that we can finally listen and hear them and see them clearly, and then we can make decisions based on that. So funny you guys choose this card, because these tarot cards right here kind of reflect this sort of energy as well. So clear quartz is definitely a good one to have around when we're feeling this sort of way. But we have this sun being reversed, and the sun reversed in any reading still adds a good energy. The sun, no matter if it's upright or reversed, is just such a good card regardless. The sun being reversed though is usually when it's just a little bit cloudy outside, but we're still enjoying the sun and it's amazing, and it's not really affecting us too much, but it is, you know, less sunny than a full sun upright type of day, but it is still such a good card. Brings in such good energy to any reading that we ever have. And then it's funny that we have the moon coming up right next to it. We have the 2 luminaries happening right next to each other in this pile, which is just very interesting. This adds a big contrast. So the moon lets me know that there is something that you guys might have been confused about or unclear about in regards to your love life lately. So that is going to be illuminated in the month of February. That's why we have the sun coming up right here. So we are adding illumination. The clouds are fading away. It does seem that this was possibly a situation that left you feeling very drained, left you feeling very like, whew, like I cannot give my energy anymore to this situation. It's just like so much, or it's just so, it could be that there was a situation from the past. I do want to let you guys know that these love readings, they deal with relationships, and relationships can come in all shapes, sizes, and forms. They don't always have to be loving partnerships. This can also be talking about friendships or family members as well. So what I do want you guys to know in this reading is it does look like there has been this sort of energy, but it is being illuminated finally in February, you guys. We're finally understanding it. We're gaining clarity on something so that we can finally make decisions. And it does look like with the Six of Cups that there is apologies coming in. So this could be an apology coming in from somebody, or you guys extending out an apology, or you guys extending out a gesture. And usually the Six of Cups deals with the past, and memories, reminiscing, or somebody from the past that we've been going through things with, that we just feel like maybe there's something, guilt that you're still carrying, resentment that you're still carrying, things that you wanted to say, things that have been on your mind, because the swords are all about the mental kind of things that we're carrying with us. And so when we have the Ten of Swords coming up, and he's clearly bombarded by these thoughts. These thoughts are really bothering him. So if there's thoughts that have been on your mind lately that have been bothering you, instead of hanging on to them, because hanging on to them does not look like a good time, right? It does not. So if there's something that you guys need to really get off of your chest, February is the month that's going to be happening for you guys in your love life. And so yes, there's something that's unknown. There's things that have been kind of like left in the dark, but it's finally time to be like, no, I need to extend out this hand of forgiveness, or even just expressing things that have been on your chest that you've wanted to get off, or even telling somebody, putting them in their place for things that they've done, whatever the case may be. This is really needing to get stuff off your mind in order to clear the karma, in order to clear the past. The Six of Cups, we're clearing out the past, we're clearing out the closet. And then we have the six again, so we have two sixes. Six is a huge number that's popping up for you guys in this reading, because we have them right next to each other. It's not like they're on opposite sides of the spectrum over here. They're right next to each other, and the sun and the moon are right next to each other. It's this very conjuncting type of energy. And so sixes talk about harmony. So this is about you guys finding that balance once again, finding balance with this person rather than being on opposite ends of the spectrum, finally seeing eye to eye, finding that harmony together again. And it doesn't mean that you guys need to necessarily work things out. It really depends on your scenario, your own personal scenario. It is a general reading, so you guys are going to have to find out how exactly that harmony looks for you in your particular scenario. It could just be forgiveness and then moving on separately, or forgiveness and coming together again and finding that peaceful serenity again. So it really depends on your own situationship that you have happening. But then that sun and the moon next to each other, there's this huge conjuncting energy. So it's two people coming together in order to work things out, in order to hash things out together, because it does look like there's things that are on your mind and things that just need clarifying and whatever. And that's why we got that clear quartz, you guys. So with that being said, our next two cards, which fit in so well with this reading, we have beautiful uncaging. It is time to unlock your heart. It is time to express your feelings, my love. We got that beautiful uncaging happening. So yes, now's the time of unlocking your heart's truest feelings, you getting stuff off your chest. And then we also have this card here of a powerful move. This is making big actions towards what it is that you need to talk about, the things that you need to say. So a powerful move, sometimes apologizing is one of the hardest things that we can do, right? But we have these cards coming up and having these hard talks. So a powerful move, this is making smart, powerful moves. And look, we have two keys unlocking things right here. We're unlocking the potentiality, we're unlocking our heart. We're unlocking things to be open again, to express ourselves, to be on the same page, to understand one another. You know what I mean? So with that being said, let's go ahead and shuffle this deck right here. Let's see what comes up from these cards. Whoo, we got some energy coming up right away. We have a recharge. There's nothing like a walk on the beach to soothe your soul. My goodness, I've been doing this so often lately, so me just reading this was like a weird sign to me just now. Walk on the beach. There's nothing like a walk on the beach to read. to soothe your soul. You guys, this is a time we need to soothe our soul instead of holding on to all of these swords in your back, all of these thoughts. Recharge, do something that recharges you. Take a walk outside, take a walk on the beach if you're near one. I've been doing that so much, like I do it really all the time, to be honest with you, but it's just been so nice. And I've been going for sunset ones. They've just been so beautiful. Anyway, we also have this card right here of listen. The secrets of the sea become apparent when we listen to the sound within the shells. So if there's something secrets that need to be revealed, or unsaid thoughts, unsaid feelings or emotions that you're waiting to listen to or reveal, listen to what's really being said, rather than the words that are coming out of somebody's mouth. What's really being said here? What's really being said, okay? What is the underlying emotion? So listening is something that is going to be very important in the month of February for you guys. Then we also have direction. Trust your inner compass and find your bearings. So listen to your gut, listen to your intuition. It's probably telling you things this month that are going to be very important for you to listen to. So listen to what your gut's telling you. What do you feel like you should be doing? Let's add some clarity on this, things like that, all those sorts of things. So this is finally choosing a direction and making decisions, okay? So with that being said, let's go ahead and shuffle this deck right here. This is our Romance Oracle. Let's see what comes up for you guys. Pile number 5. Let your friends help you. This is getting advice from people that you are close to, getting advice from friends and things like that. Express your love. Look, we have beautiful uncaging, all these keys. Expressing your love is going to be massively important in the month of February. Expressing what your heart truly wants and desires, revealing those things. Let your friends help you. Getting advice from your friends might be totally super important in this, okay? So let's try to get one more card here. I'm feeling this one right here. Reconciliation. Wow. You guys, reconciliation. So some of you guys might be reconciling something in the month of February by having these deep talks, getting these things off your chest, really figuring out what it is that you want, reaching conclusions and things like that. Wow. Wowza, pile number 5. Look at that. Okay, so with that being said, let's get some astro cards on this pile as well. Let's see. Okay, we get some immediately. Let's see what we get over here. Solar eclipse, blocking out the ego, listening to the emotions, you guys. That's what solar eclipses are all about, blocking out the self and finally listening to those inner intuitive emotions, the emotions that you feel. So embracing change, revelation, courage, determination, and connection. We also have opposition. Whew. What are those opposition sort of feelings telling you? Let's see eye to eye. Let's really see each other. When we're in opposition, sometimes we can get clear as well. Sometimes putting yourself in the other person's shoes as well. So it says complement, duality, dependence, differentiation, objectivity, oscillation, and interaction. Then we also have waning gibbous, which is releasing, gratitude, nurture, act of service. So there's things that need to be released. There's things that we need to be grateful for. We need to be grateful for these experiences, but then we need to release the things that are no longer serving us and things like that. So February, you guys, my goodness, it looks like lots of things are finally being figured out. We're no longer left in the dark on these things. They're finally finding solutions and realizations, and we're able to reach resolutions because of it. So with that being said, let's go ahead and roll these astro dice to get any last info on this reading. We have Pisces, the sun, and the 5th house. Okay, so the sun. Interesting that we have solar eclipse and the sun coming up. So this is about you. This is expression. Really expression and feeling confident enough to express your deep innermost feelings. So Pisces energy, what are your deeper fantasies? Okay, so this is awakening. What do you really desire? Because Pisces is ruled by Neptune, this is your literally fantasies is the word that I could describe this with. So what are your fantasies? And it's time for you to express those, to realize what those fantasies are, illuminate what your innermost fantasies are, and how do we take action on that? So 5th house is ruled by Leo, which is also ruled by the sun, which is very interesting that we have both of them coming up right now. So this is you focusing on what it is that you want, what makes you feel passionate, what makes you feel creative, what are your passionate fantasies, and how do we attain those? Because maybe us just expressing what our passionate fantasies are going to help us be understood, and they're also going to help us express what we desire in a relationship and help other people understand us as well. And then we're able to focus more on that, and we're able to let go of anything that is not that. So adding clarity on what it is that you guys want. So that makes a whole bunch of sense right there. Hopefully this reading helps you guys out. I hope it made sense for you guys, pile number 5. If you guys enjoyed it, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up for me. Hit that subscribe button down below if you guys want to see more videos like this, and if so, I will see you guys in my next one.